So I know right now that we all have something right now that we should be doing that we're putting off. And my advice to that is just start. Take action. For me, it's been making this video. Now, not this exact video, but any video for that matter has been a struggle for me because I wanted to put out a video. I knew that today I wanted to make content for YouTube, and I had a ton of ideas that I wanted to use and I wanted to put out there, but I was struggling really hard with which video to put out, what idea to use, and the anxiety of that was paralyzing me. I think I like to call it paralysis by analysis. And ultimately I landed on making this video because I know that other people are going through this same struggle of trying to get whatever it is done that they need to get done. And I had so many things working against me up here that I just had to go. And once I started moving, I started feeling so much better. And this video is completely off the cuff. I wrote notes in my phone, but turns out I actually ended up destroying my mic in the process of trying to get everything started. But I didn't want to just not do it. So I found a way around it. I'm shooting this on my iPhone right now. I decided to go with the earbuds because I don't have a mic to use, and the mic that I could possibly use for my phone, I don't have the adapter to go into the iPhone charger. You guys know that struggle if you know iPhones. And ultimately I landed on just making something. And you could probably start watching this video now and you have everything you needed to get from it. And that was in the first 30 seconds of just start, just take action. It's such a powerful statement and such a simple statement all at the same time, because so many of us just overthink things, and it creates this anxiety of what to do and how to do it and what should I start with and do I have the right equipment. And I know I was struggling with that really hard tonight because in this little room here it's kind of dark, and the camera that I typically use struggles in the situations when there isn't any light. And that's a video I actually made before. I typically use a DSLR and it struggles really hard in the situations where there's low light, and I don't have the proper lighting that I need for that video, or for this studio I should say. So for me, just getting started with whatever I had at the time was super important. And once I took that first step of starting to set everything up, it was like I was determined to make this happen. I was determined to finish this video tonight and not put it off and not procrastinate, because it would have been so much easier to just kind of shut it down right now once I realized, okay, my mic's done, yeah, there's, lighting's not good, a whole list of excuses that I had that were all valid, but I had to just work through them and keep pushing and do this video anyways, because if not, I would have felt like this night was another night lost. And this week in general for me has kind of gotten away from me, and I've kind of stumbled on some of the things that I set out to do, and I want to kind of put that to a stop tonight with starting this video and putting this out, because if I hadn't, I would have just beat myself up and I would have went to bed unfulfilled and unaccomplished. But there really is something to just doing it, and there's this amazing feeling that you get from just putting out something. You don't want to put out crap, and I understand that, but sometimes you have to put out something because just getting it done feels so amazing, and you feel so much better about yourself that it keeps the flow going. It keeps the momentum rolling in the right direction. It's something that I've came to really become familiar with in the last few years, with my attempt at trying to put on some muscle and have a consistent workout routine. And I personally have seen myself, going steady to the gym and then missing 1 week and losing so much of the strength that I built. And I feel like the same thing happens here on with video or creative content. No matter what it is, whether it be painting or whatever, you have this momentum going and you're building on your skills and you're learning new things, and you take a break and you fall out of order for a little while and you fall behind, and you almost kind of lose knowledge. It's called atrophy when you're referring to bodybuilding. And what happens is you forget little things and you don't emphasize little things that you would have before. You maybe would have, put a little more crispness into the edit, little edit tricks that you usually use. You kind of like, oh, what do I do? You gotta go back and relearn them and, watch videos on how to do it. And it's a difficult task to try to get back to where you were rather than just moving forward. And that's what this video was about. I don't want to drag on all night. Basically, I just wanted to say that, go out and do whatever it is that you need to do. Make whatever it is that you planned on making and stick with that. Stick with that schedule and keep moving forward, because if not, you're going to find yourself falling behind, forgetting little things, and you're going to beat yourself up, and there's really no reason for that. It's just get it done. And for me, that was getting this video done. Taking that first step. Everything's a process, but taking the first step in that direction is the most important part, because if you sit there and you think about all of the things that need to be done for this to be completed, you are going to procrastinate. And I think that's where the phenomenon of procrastination is coming from this generation especially. And it's very difficult to start, but once you started, you just keep rolling, you just keep going, and all of a sudden you have something that you are proud of. And even if you're not super proud of it, at least you're proud of yourself for getting through that struggle. And with that, man, I'm gonna leave you guys there. Get it done, man. Take action. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna be doing some more interesting stuff hopefully in the future, so I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Have a good night.